everybody, Coach Kurt. Welcome to ACD Combatives. This video is by request. I believe the individual's name was Damien, one of my followers. He wanted more follow-up on my entering throw technique, or what I call entering throw number 1. It's basically an abbreviated, modified Irimi Nage technique, if you're familiar with Hapkido, for the street, for control tactics, for law enforcement. I'm a cop, and so for 29 years at the time of this recording, control tactics, structured use of force. But I've used how I'm going to show it to you on the street. I've used it in Jujitsu. I've used it in a judo setting. Very different from what you're seeing on the screen, a very traditional Irimi Nage, but the concepts are there. It's the same throw, it's just very abbreviated, much more clinch range worthy or useful. And I'm going to go over the footwork again because Damien wanted me to go over the footwork. So it's a very specific video for him, but I figure anybody can watch it, enjoy it, whatever. Again, this is for entering throw number 1, and I usually teach it from a Russian 2-on-1 from the very get-go.
But I abbreviate everything, especially from a clinch point of view.
Right.
I like to teach it originally. Yeah. Demonstrating it.
Yeah.
So like a 2-on-1, and from a law enforcement point of view, sir, you're under arrest.
Right.
I'm going to get 2 to 3 different type of reactions from somebody. One, most of the time, no, I'm not under arrest, I'm leaving.
Right.
And they're going to try to run.
Okay.
And then they'll yank away and run.
Right.
Or they'll like go ahead and grab my arm. Oh no. You know, they're doing this shit. They're resisting,
Right.
but they're not fighting.
They're not fighting.
So one of the things I like to do is a tactic, sir, you're under arrest.
Right.
And they're either going to yank away really hard, or they're going to curl in, or they usually curl to their body.
Okay.
Like, go grab me. They're like usually like this.
Oh, I see.
Or like this. They either turn into you, or they end up doing something like this because they're trying to get away. And so, if they curl in now, and you and I both know, this is absolutely a threat.
Yeah.
And has it happened to me? Occasionally.
Yeah.
But these variations of throws I've used on the street. I've used them in a judo sense where I'm training at a judo school. Opponent was got 20 years younger than me and 20 pounds on me. And I use a variation of this technique in a judo randori session. I use it in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So it's very effective the way I've modified it.
Okay.
But if you pull in, I'm going to show 2 different ways. From here, relax. So you pull in, I go with you. And then I've taught this to you a million times. In this regard, my left foot is behind you.
Right.
But I try to tell people not to overthink where everything is placed. This is concept driven. So
Right.
you pull in. The way I like to teach it is goes right up to the chin,
Right.
and this hand goes to the small back, and I can just, there's no reason to dump you every time, or we're going to get motion sickness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, in a context where you're pulling straight back, like you're just doing this, I'll do an arm drag.
Okay. Now you're
And I'm just in the same position now. Instead of the chin here, I'm already in on you.
right.
I'm almost turning it into a sprinter's motion.
Right.
And then I'm coming up with the chin. Now, it's important that this isn't, Steven Seagal does this very well. People think from watching in the movies that he's clotheslining him, and he's not. Even though he's so quick and powerful, he's doing this, he's usually so much taller than everyone, too.
That's big.
So for someone like me, I'm coming up. And then, like, I'm trying to pat you on the back, like,
Yeah.
good, okay. And I'm going to dump you like that. So, I'm going to do it flowing and just go with me. So you don't have to fall hard. You pull in, I do an arm drag, and I just come in and I just walk through.
You still get that on.
Yeah, and I'm just walking through.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, I'm like here and you arm curl in, and then I'm beside you.
Right.
And it's the same thing, like you're burping a baby, but on the lower back.
Right.
You can do the hand, you can do the chin.
Right.
You can even grab the back of the gi or the jacket and pull straight down, and then coming this. It doesn't matter. The point is, I'm taking your balance that way.
Right.
and I'm trapping you somehow from stepping away from it. And
Okay.
like my partner, John, who I train with, he's of course D1 wrestler. He does like an arm drag version where he comes in and he also trips.
Yeah.
Because he's very good with he loves that. And that's very cool.
Yeah.
It just adds another level of
Yeah.
taking you down type energy, right?
Okay.
So the key is when you pull in, see how
Yeah.
and maybe it turns into something like this.
Right. That's
You know what I
right.
mean? And that's completely fine.
Because we've been drilling that more, it becomes more natural.
And it's options. Maybe I arm drag and you start turning towards me, and then I'm out here, but then I come in and I'm cutting across this way. You know,
Right.
the point is, it's a step, then a step. Try not to step through right away because you can be jammed up
Okay.
and you're not taking their balance, they're taking yours.
Yeah. Makes sense. So, here. And,
Excellent.
I didn't mean to throw you all the way.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's an easy one to fall out of because it's a soft takedown. You can make it hard.
Yeah.
Like you could like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what they teach in the Combatives, right? With
Sega Genesis plowing them into the world. You know? So
the kill technique. So,
exactly.
and
Boom, and like that.
Yeah.
Or I'm doing an arm drag and boom.
okay.
How I did it in the judo context, I was only hitting him with. I had been hitting him with drop stale nages because he was so much bigger and stronger than me. And so I would drop to my knees and he would go over my shoulder.
Right.
But at one time, he was pulling, he was getting privy to that shit.
Right.
So he was pulling away. And again, he was a white belt. I wasn't going to be doing drop steel nagas and a judo black belt. He'd be doing it to me. But I grabbed him to the sleeve and he was pulling away and I just rolled in. I just came in from behind him and just did a pull down. And I'll let you do that to me. That's a variation that I really like.
Yeah.
Again, the whole concept is I'm trying to earn or own your center line, regardless. That's how I'm trying to disrupt your Kazushi. 8 directions is unbalanced.
Okay.
And I'll do it again without taking you down. Just so you, again, whatever sleeve grab or wrist grab, it's so nice. And even if you don't, like I'm just pulling to do an arm drag.
Right.
And then I'm coming behind you. Instead of going for like the typical bear hug, I'm grabbing
Gotcha.
and using that momentum, this centrifugal energy, without pulling you down. Boom. See how I'm going straight down?
Right.
I mean, I'd come back. And then you could even do like your favorite variation where you like to, oops, sorry. Yeah, once the knee buckles, it's almost over, right?
Right.
This time, try something a little bit more, like a little bit more dynamic. Where you yeah, see how it is. And this time I even grab the sleeve, right, or the collar. And this I've used on the street in the law enforcement sense.
It makes sense.
It just works so well. And this is like, no, I'm not going to jail. That kind of thing. And this is applicable to self-defense. So one thing to work on, you go slow, go like, I've got the sleeve grab.
Right.
I'm coming through arm drag, and it's nice, smooth. We're still gonna practice, boom, this variation.
Okay.
I'm just showing you, for example, let's say I get an underhook, and I pull you this way.
Yeah.
But you step with this way. Why would I try to, because your energy's already going this way.
Yeah.
So I might pull and then use the arm
Just this way.
in that direction. It's the same motion, I'm just applying it differently. I don't want you to overthink it has to be a particular way.
Right.
I'm gonna let you decide if you wanna do something more like this, or you can even do what we were doing without the gi.
Right.
Or the shoulder. I want you to play and experiment with it, just flow with it.
Okay.
Don't worry about like, I'm not being combat legitimate at this point, because you're just practicing the motion. I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit and give you just one variation at this point. I think I'm throwing too many things at you. So arm drag, so I'm here.
Right.
Hands to the small of the back,
Yeah.
crook to the elbow.
Full remember palm, right?
Yep. And now, if you can kind of sense where my feet are at, I'm just pushing and stepping through.
Yeah.
And now I can go into whatever, either run away,
That was your walk through.
handcuffing, whatever. If you're not going to walk through in that manner, you can still bump,
Yeah.
bump, and then shuffle. But like what I like to do is actually just walk through it.
I like to walk through it instead of getting in here. So I'm hitting here,
Okay, so
right?
relax.
Are you hitting?
Here,
Right.
and I'm doing that so you sense where my shoulder is.
Right.
I want you to just be super relaxed. I'm not going to resist your energy. I want to feel that you're trying to really pull, which is
Okay.
fine. And I'm doing that to a certain degree.
Right.
But assuming you're bigger, stronger, more athletic, like you pull away from me, I'm stepping into here.
Okay.
Sure, I can take the back.
Super.
Yeah, boom. And then I'm going here. And stepping. Think about it slow and smooth.
So you're pulling me.
Or you're grabbing me and pulling away.
Here?
Excellent. Can you feel it?
Yeah, that was easier.
And just as a side note, I'm here and I want to take you this way because maybe you're just stretched out. I'll go to entering throw number 2 where I would just come in boom and throw that way, not actually do it. Or entering throw number 3 where I would boom. And you've already played with that one.
Right.
You actually like it. I've seen you do variations of it.
All right, guys, I think I beat a dead horse with that one. So, again, that was entering throw number 1, but I also showed some other variations 2 and 3. Again, that was just a review for by request by a follower named Damien. Hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and share, and everybody stay safe out there.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful.